Kentucky Senator Rand Paul says he wasn't rebutting any one person when he suggested that the GOP can become a broader party if it does not indict entire populations of people, calling them rapists and drug dealers. Good evening, everyone. Here at 5:30, I'm Doug Proffitt.
And I'm Renee Murphy. His comments came during a town hall forum in Fern Creek this afternoon. WHAS 11's political editor Chris Williams was at the speech and asked the senator whether his comments were based on something that Donald Trump said.
During a question and answer session to about 150 people here, Senator Rand Paul was asked how to bring more racial diversity to his political party. It's a topic that Senator Paul addressed while he was running for president. His response appeared to at least somewhat touch on comments made months ago by presidential nominee Donald Trump.
The first words out of our mouth to anybody who is of Hispanic origin is, "It is great that you're in our country. We know you came here for freedom and prosperity." And that's what we have to acknowledge. If the first thing out of our mouth is that we are accusing a whole segment or ethnic group of being rapists or drug dealers, that's a problem. Now, I know he didn't say everybody was, but that's the perception that is out there.
His response mentioned shattering that perception by creating a more diverse party by presenting a sincere ideology in all communities. Senator Paul said the GOP will continue to lose states like Illinois, California, New York, and others without a more diverse party. But he insists that it was not necessary to dilute beliefs to win over minority voters. So afterwards, I asked him whether he was indeed targeting those comments made by Donald Trump with his response.
We have to show that we do have solutions, but also that we care about trying to fix problems like poverty, unemployment, and try to, I guess, get people to feel that they're a part of the American dream. I think that is all important. But I guess it's not so much directed at someone as at, conservatives, Republicans, to let them know this is how our party gets bigger.
While Senator Paul criticized Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and President Obama during his remarks, one name that he never mentioned, not even once, was the name of the man he faces this fall, Democrat Mayor Jim Gray. When I asked whether that was a sign of his confidence, he responded that it's his strategy to point out his differences with other national figures and that he plans to run on his own record. In Fern Creek, Chris Williams, WHAS 11 News.